Wah, check that
So you guys
out,
watching, you need a knife.
Knife. Wah.
I'm stuck. This is the cup for the drug test. We have arrived. It's a beautiful day to set up a brand new machine. There we go. So for those of you out there wondering if you can haul these home from our factory, you can. Granted, we didn't go 5 hours, but
That's way light. We could have lifted that off of there.
yeah, right.
That is a beast. Fantastic. So we need power. It's 110?
110.
Cool.
And we need some water and some air.
All right, there's power. You need compressed air. Do we have, what kind of connection? Like a proper
So right here is
permanent connection, or is it a
it's a quarter
quick
inch.
release?
You could do if you had a coupling on there, we could do a quick release. Like you could quick
Oh,
release
okay.
your hose.
Yep.
If you have a
Perfect, I
coupling
will
to put in
steal
there.
the one off of that.
For all the viewers, if you haven't watched the video before, this cup is for the abrasive density test. So we have to check how much abrasive to water is actually in the machine. So we need a certain ratio to make this machine operate correctly. Otherwise, we have a glorified water hose or garden hose. So we'll dump our abrasive in after we put the water in the machine, and we'll do the check. And you only do the check with the air off, or the air turned to 0. Otherwise, you can't fill the cup up. It just sprays out of the cup.
Blow the cup out of your hand. Poof.
Right now, we just need to fill the machine and then let it start dumping out into the basins.
Mm-hmm.
Once we fill the machine and it starts dumping out, we'll stop filling the machine, let the water equalize, so let it dump all the excess out, and then we'll fill the basins. There's a high water level valve that I showed you in the back. That's the max. That's where we want the water to be. So when we fill it to there, we have enough in the machine. Then we need to go to the back and fill the bottom basin, 3/4 to the top, and the top basin up to the little spillover tube. You'll see a tube in there that spills over. And then the machine's completely full of water. And then you just dump your abrasive in. Probably gonna take about 4 or 5 more of those, probably.
4 or 5 more?
We're gonna need like 1 or 2 more buckets. We finally reached the high water level point. So each box is 25 pounds, and I would estimate that this thing's gonna take at least 30 pounds.
was that funny sound that we were just hearing?
So when I hook the air up, it activates this little pneumatic pump in the back on the filtration basins. That pump supplies water to the window rinse and the rinse off nozzle, which is yellow. That's the only time you'll hear it go.
Normally is it steady?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're going to be measuring the density.
That's right. This is a 100 milliliter cup, so we want 20 milliliters of abrasive. So that's 80-20. So 80 water, 20 abrasive.
Okay. And you would adjust that by adding more abrasive?
Yeah, if we're not to the 20, we need to add a little bit more. If we're at 20 or above, we're good. So I'm just gonna, the air's off, so I'm gonna activate the pump. So that's pump pressure.
Yeah, you're glad you didn't have me do that.
And then we're gonna let it settle. So once you finish blasting, I need to rinse that cup out now. See how it turns into wet beach sand? It's hard to move. So that's why the pump in the bottom has an agitation system that's actually mixing that abrasive and water together, which creates the slurry that we talk about. So we're good to go.
Take a look at that. This is my first item, blasting through the Vapor Hone Technologies machine, and I am pretty freaking impressed. That thing is clean, clean, clean. Beforehand, this was like left at the bottom of the ocean, barnacles. It was bad news. It was awesome. Great job, guys. Thanks so much for the cool tool.